Hello everyone. Most people believe that to become better, they need to add something. Add a new habit. Buy another productivity app. Take another nootropic. Watch one more motivational video. But imagine trying to plant an elite garden on land, completely overgrown with weeds. No matter how much fertilizer you pour in, useful plants won't survive. First, you have to clear the ground and burn the roots. To become effective, you often don't need to add something new. You need to ruthlessly remove the old. This principle is called Via Negativa, the path of subtraction. The word Shatkarm in Sanskrit translates as 6 actions. We've already completed 5. We cleaned the filters, calibrated the optics, activated the internal organs, and broke the panic around food. Today, in the NOXUS ecosystem, we perform the 6th and final action. We conduct a global audit of your life. Step 1. Neurochemistry. Let's start with the foundation, your brain chemistry. All psychoactive substances and alcohol must be completely removed from the system. And I'm not saying this from a moral standpoint or a healthy lifestyle ideology. I'm saying it from the perspective of engineering. Alcohol does not relieve stress. Coffee does not give you energy. Nicotine does not help you relax. These substances interfere with the normal regulation of your central nervous system. When you drink a glass of wine in the evening, you're not relaxing. You're chemically suppressing brain activity. The body tries to minimize damage by adjusting blood flow and neurochemical balance, but the most damaging effect is this. Alcohol severely disrupts REM sleep. You might sleep 9 hours after a party, but your brain will not recover properly. Memory consolidation will be impaired, and the next morning, your baseline dopamine levels drop significantly. This creates a cascade effect. Discipline collapses, routines break, and mental stability declines. If you need alcohol to relax, it means you haven't learned to regulate your nervous system. Use physical activity, cold exposure, breathing practices, or meditation instead. Remove the chemical crutches. Your biological hardware should run on clean fuel. Step 2. The chaos of your schedule. The second virus in your system is an inconsistent sleep schedule. People wake up at 5 a.m. during the week, then catch up on sleep until 11 a.m. on weekends. In neuroscience and sleep research, this is called social jet lag. Your hypothalamus, your biological clock, does not know what Saturday or Monday is. When you shift your wake-up time by 3 or 4 hours, your brain experiences the same hormonal disruption as if you flew across multiple time zones. This destabilizes the production of cortisol and melatonin, and the result is constant fatigue. Choose one wake-up time and lock it in. 365 days a year. No exceptions. When your system knows exactly when the day begins, it starts preparing energy 30 minutes before you wake up. Eventually, you will begin waking up before the alarm with a clear mind. Step 3. The smartphone trap. Your smartphone is not simply a tool. It is a slot machine for attention, engineered by thousands of top engineers to capture and monetize your focus. And you hand them your most valuable resource, your attention. Introduce strict hardware-level restrictions. Morning firewall. Do not touch your phone until your morning routine is complete. Until you drink water, perform breathing practices, and plan your day, the phone stays in another room. If you grab your phone in bed and open messaging apps or social media, you give your brain's cleanest and most productive state to someone else's agenda. You begin the day as a reactive organism, not a conscious human. Evening firewall. 1 hour before sleep. No screens. Blue light suppresses melatonin production. If you scroll before bed, deep sleep becomes physiologically impossible. Read a paper book. Spend time with family. Practice breathing or meditation. Or simply sit quietly. The bathroom rule. It sounds funny, but it's critical. If you take your phone to the bathroom, It means you cannot tolerate even 2 minutes alone with your thoughts. Your brain desperately needs boredom. During moments of boredom, the brain activates the default mode network, DMN, a system responsible for creativity and deep problem-solving. Stop filling every second with digital noise. Let the system defragment. Step 4. Information. Diet short-form content platforms are cognitive fast food. When you watch 15-second videos, you train your brain to expect a dopamine reward every few seconds. Over time, this destroys your ability to focus on long, complex tasks. Delete short-form content apps. Replace them with long-form content, podcasts, lectures, documentaries, or audiobooks. The ability to maintain deep focus is one of the most valuable skills in the modern economy, precisely because most people have already lost it. Step 5. Spatial noise. Your brain constantly processes visual information, even when you're not consciously paying attention. Every unnecessary object in your environment consumes cognitive resources. A messy desk, piles of clothes, unopened boxes. This is what we call spatial noise. Research from Princeton University has shown that physical clutter limits your brain's ability to process information. In simple terms, a messy environment literally makes you less cognitively efficient. Remove everything that does not serve a clear purpose. Create sterile zones for work and sleep. Your environment should mirror your mind, clean, structured, and ready for action. Step 6. Air quality. You can perform breathing exercises all day, but if the carbon dioxide level in your room exceeds 1,000 ppm, you are simply circulating stale air. High CO2 concentration quietly damages cognitive performance. It causes sleepiness, slows decision-making, and can reduce cognitive efficiency by 15 to 50%. Ventilate your room every 2 hours. Use window ventilation systems or airflow when possible. Your mental server room should be cool and oxygen-rich. Before every important work sprint, refresh the air. Step 7. Social audit. Your closest contacts also shape your performance. If the people around you constantly broadcast anxiety, complaints, or stagnation, your system will never reach peak output. Conduct a social audit. Draining contacts, people who leave you mentally exhausted. Minimize interaction. Mirror contacts, people whose discipline and ambition push you to grow. Seek them out. Connection hygiene. You don't have to be available 24/7. Your attention is your capital. Do not allow constant interruptions without purpose. Final principle. Shatkarm is not a one-time exercise. It is the lifestyle of a technical specialist responsible for the most complex machine in the universe, himself. Adding a new habit is easy, but removing comfortable forms of slow degradation requires real willpower. We have completed the 6th action. We burned the weeds. We cleaned the body. We restored the organs. We cleared the brain from cheap dopamine and chemical illusions. Only now, when your biological computer is clean and running like a Swiss watch, are you ready to install higher-level software? The Shatkarm cycle is complete. Your hardware is optimized. This is NOXUS. Control your attention, or someone else will.